we must recognize that these systems of oppression are linked. As long as our economy and political systems prioritize profit without considering who is profiting, who is being shut out, we will perpetuate this inequality. So we cannot stop at criminal justice system. We must begin the work of dismantling the whole system of oppression wherever we find it. And so with that, I will have Senator Jeff Hayden say a few words. I mean, compromise has brought us here. Compromise has brought the kind of oppressive system that allows for someone like George Floyd to get the life stifled out of him for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. So what the question should be that you should ask the Senate Republicans and even our Senate counterpart in Congress is to say, how come you are not negotiating with them? How come you are not listening to the voices that have been marginalized for decades and centuries in this country? How come you are not listening to the cries of the mothers and the fathers in our communities? How come you are not listening to the people who are telling you that we don't feel like our lives matter equally in this country? Because when you have legislators who are living every single day in the midst of communities that are constantly feeling pain, being told by legislators who have no idea, not a single idea, not because they've lived through it or because they represent people living through it, constantly telling them what should be and what can be acceptable treatment for themselves and for the communities that they represent. And I just think that is really the most emblematic part of this conversation. And it's truly why we continue to have a system that isn't equal for us. When we saw the statue of Columbus come down, there was conversations happening about how other people felt. And nothing was being amplified by the people who took it down, who saw it as a symbol of oppression for themselves. And so when do we as a society uplift and uphold the pain and the struggles of the people who are actually living through a system that doesn't recognize them as equal, a system that doesn't recognize the systematic trauma that they have been through, a system that doesn't recognize the continued pain and invisibility and lack of care that they feel every single day.